Is this thing on? Is it working? Okay, so let's see what we got going on here. Okay, hello, good morning, it's Kisha Green. So I wanted to jump on here real quick because I wanted to remind you all that next month, March 10th, I am doing my first annual Books or Business Self-Publishing Workshop in Newark. So you've been seeing me post about it. If you would like to attend, please register on Eventbrite. I'm super excited about this because you guys know that I love talking about literary. I love helping others, turn their dreams into published realities. So I'm definitely excited about that. Self-publishing, I will say this, it is not hard. What makes it hard is that when you start listening to the wrong people give you inaccurate information. Just because you can Google something, you might be Googling the wrong information and following the wrong things. So I want to put that out there that, Google is good. You want to utilize Google, but just check what your, the information that you're getting. And also too, it doesn't hurt to have mentors. It doesn't hurt to just, be alert of what's going around. Like, for example, if I say we all look up to Oprah, so we kind of do things that Oprah would do. It's the same thing with publishing. If you want to be with the majors, look at other authors that are signed to the majors and look how they're carrying themselves, how their books are packaged. Read one of the books and see what it takes, because so many times people forget that part of it. It's just being an author is just the next hype or craze or whatever the case may be. And it's like, no, it's not. For me, I'm so passionate about it because books are a business. I say this all the time. Books are a business and books are indeed my business. I love it. So when I see people just jump on a bandwagon and put out a book because they have an Amazon account and a KDP, it's like, what are you doing? It's such a disservice because you're only going to come back, and this is not me being arrogant or cocky, but you're only going to come back and pay me for a consult to walk you through the process that you could have just hired me from the get-go. And not even just hire me. There's so many other people out there who are knowledgeable, who know about this business that can help you. So it's not about, use Kisha Green, use Kisha Green. I have plenty of resources of other people that can definitely help you if you don't want to use Kisha Green. But, at the end of the day, it's a business and you have to treat it like one. And when you treat it like a business, guess what's going to happen? The process is going to be that much easier. So at the end of the day, just, do that. So that's what I'm doing in Newark, March 10th, Books Are a Business Self-Publishing Workshop, and it is free. So there's no excuse like, I can't afford it, da-da-da-da. It is a free event in Newark at Thrive Academy. So just all you have to do is register and show up. There'll be goodie bags and light refreshments, and I'm looking forward to seeing, everyone come on out and, learn about publishing because I love books. So yeah, I wanted to talk about that really quick. And hey, Adriana, just talked to someone who used iUniverse. Oh my goodness, iUniverse. I used iUniverse, 12 years ago. April of this year will mark 12 years that I've been in the literary industry. And when I came in, I spent $3,500 with iUniverse to put out my first book. And when I tell you, it was the worst decision I ever made. You know why? Because I didn't do my research. All I saw was they would publish my book. I didn't know anything about the business. And it was a bad decision. It was a print on demand and it was a bad decision. And what ended up happening is I ended up wasting a lot of money. I just said I spent $3,500. I spent $3,500 for a book, for them to publish my book, and I only got 30 free copies. 30 free copies, $3,500, and that didn't include editing. All they did was typeset and formatted my book and gave me a book cover and an ISBN. So that's crazy. Now for you real true blue self-published authors, y'all know an ISBN number, a pack of 10 is $250. Okay. A book cover designed by a reputable book designer, let's just say $150, $200. And then typesetting and formatting, another $100. Let's do the math. Come on, let's do the math. I just said it. So 250 plus 100 is 350 plus another 200. And you're talking 550. And how much did I pay? I just told y'all 3,500. 3,500 versus if I would have did it myself. And that did not even include editing. Okay, so $3,500 I spent, plus I paid an editor, and I didn't know what editing was. I paid that editor $150. So yeah, $3,600 later, and all I got was 3 books. Crazy, right? But again, I didn't know the business, and I made that mistake 12 years ago. Well, let me just say to you guys, there's people still making that mistake today. And I want to be here to tell you that you don't have to. You don't have to go and utilize a print on demand in that, in that nature. You can do it yourself. And if you can't afford it, don't rush, don't skip any steps. It's just going to be so costly in the end, and you're just going to be, you're going to have a headache. If I had $1 for every person who said that they wanted to write a book, I'd be a millionaire. I run into people all the time that want to write a book. Writing the book is the easy part. That is easy, writing this book. You know what's hard? Marketing and promoting that book, because everybody's not going to like your book. And if you're sensitive, your feelings are going to get hurt, and then you're going to question why you even made this decision to publish in the first place. So with that being said, you have to be able to navigate and know what your goals are, what your dreams are. What did you want to get out of this? Did you want to just write a book just to say you wrote a book and it just goes on a shelf? Or did you want to write a book because you wanted to inspire people, motivate people? Did you want to see your book on bookshelves? What is your goal? Sit down and ask yourself that question. And once you do that, then you'll have a better understanding of what direction to go, because this book business is not for everybody. Let me repeat that. This book business is not for everybody. So with that, know what you're getting into. It's not a cheap dream to, bring to fruition. That's the point. It's not cheap. And I'm not saying that you can't do it, but again, stop taking shortcuts. And I see a lot of people take shortcuts, and it's not necessary, because if I give you a list of 10 things to do those 10 things in that order. Don't skip anything. But I see that, you see others skip steps and you think that you can do it, and then you get mad. Then you sign these contracts with these publishers, and then you're locked into these deals, and it's crazy. And let me just touch on that. Contracts with publishers. If you are an author, that means you're a writer, right? In order to write, one would be able to read and comprehend, correct? Okay. So with that being said, you need to read your contract. And if you do not understand the verbiage in the contract, guess what you do? You get a lawyer and have someone explain it to you, because a lot of people are signing over book rights, signing book deals for 10 and 15 books forever. And it's like, why? Why did you do that? Because you didn't understand it. And you didn't understand the contract because all you saw was, oh, I'm going to be published. My book is going to be in Amazon. My book is going to be in Walmart, or whatever the case may be. But I'm here to tell you that research. Read the contract. Ask other people. If you don't understand it and you can't afford a lawyer, look, they say 2 eyes is better than 1. Whatever the case may be, just research. Read the contract. I mean, seriously, I can't stress that part enough. I know I went all the way in just now, because I hope you see that I'm so passionate about this, because I love this industry, and I love, networking with so many people. And it's just disheartening when I hear authors, their dreams being stolen from them because they didn't read the contract, or they just were lazy. Again, self-publishing is not for the lazy. You can't be lazy and do this, because it's not going to work. You can't go half-ass with this. So again, do your research, save your money. That's the other thing too. If you don't have the money to self-publish, don't do it. Don't think, okay, I can't put out a paperback, so I'm just going to make an ebook. If your dream is to have a paperback, save up for that. It's okay. So, I mean, it's just very interesting when I talk to different people. But I do want to say, if I can't leave you with anything else, please do your research. Also, read the contracts. Also, this business in itself, I'm going to go back to what I started out with. Self-publishing is not hard. What it is, it becomes hard when you start listening to the wrong people. And the wrong people will have you spending too much money or wasting time and all of that, so that part of it is it's just, oh, I can't stress it enough. I know I'm just like, wow, Kisha, she's just like, she's going in, but I just want you to know. And also too, oh my goodness, an editor. Can we just stop right there? Do not believe the hype that your book does not need to be edited. Your book does, oh my goodness, your book deserves to be edited. You need an editor. You cannot edit your own book. I don't care what anybody tells you. You cannot edit your own book. Please hire a professional editor to do such. There is a difference between an editor and a proofreader. Okay? Let me say that again. There is a difference between an editor and a proofreader. Some people are paying editor prices for proofreading services. Feel me? Do I say it again? You're paying editor prices, but you're getting proofreader services. Pay for an editor. And don't complain about the editing being expensive. Hello, they're going to make your book shine so it can be error-free. Because this is the thing that people tend to forget in self-publishing. As a reader, it is not my job to try to figure out what you, the author, was trying to convey. It's not my job. I will put your book down because it's hurting my head because you didn't want to pay for an editor. You said that you would let your cousin read it and edit it for you. No, pay for an editor. Oh my goodness. So that's the what? It's you got to do it. You have to pay for it. This is a business. So in order to make money, remember, you have to spend money. So that means spend money on an editor. Spend money to have your book properly typeset and formatted. Pay money to have a professional looking cover. They say don't judge a book by its cover, but we do. So why not put your best cover forward when you're putting out a book? It says a lot about you. I look at books as my children. So when people ask me, Kisha, what's your favorite book? It's like asking me which one is my favorite child. But your book is a representation of you. Remember that. Again, your book is a representation of you. I tell clients all the time, your book title, your book cover, could you sit it down on the coffee table in front of your mother and your grandmother and not be embarrassed? If you can, then hey, congratulations, everything is good. But if you think, oh, it's not for my mother, it's not for my grandmother, then guess what? Then you need to check your project and then, invest in a quality book cover that you can be proud of. That if your child comes home, she's telling people that you wrote a book, you're not shying away from it. Because I'm going to tell you, as an author, I write erotica. So sometimes I'm like, oh my goodness. So my kids, oh, don't tell them I write those books. And as soon as I mention erotica, the adults in the room, oh, you mean like 50 Shades of Grey? I'm like, not exactly 50 Shades of Grey, but there is some fucking, So, but again, that's my truth. So when I came out with my book, Crazy, Sexy, Deadly, that's what it was. Crazy, Sexy, Deadly. That's my selling point. And I asked them, which one are you? Crazy, sexy, or deadly? That's all. Erotic escapades. That's what it is. Erotic escapades. If that's not your forte, that's fine. But at the end of the day, those books, I'm proud of them. And if my mother and my grandmother were alive today, I would put them down on the table proudly. But I can't do that if it was a bad project or something that I'm not proud of. But if you're proud of what you're putting out there, then keep doing it. But just remember, you are being judged by it. You are being judged by it. And you gotta just invest in yourself and invest in quality. You want people to take you serious? Then start behaving seriously. You gotta do it. And I could just go on and on and on, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, invest in yourself. It's income tax time. Great. I'm proud. I'm happy everyone's going to get some money. Take that money and invest in your project. You wanted to start it? Here's the time. You got the money. Do it. It costs. If you're saying, well, Kisha, I need an editor, but I don't know who to choose because there's so many people out there that are robbing folks, that's okay. Hit me up. Go to my website, www.KishaGreen.com. Yes, that was a shameless plug. www.KishaGreen.com. Go to my website and ask me a question. I'll answer you. Anyone who knows me, I love talking about literary. So you want to know about an editor? Ask me. There's an editor for every budget. But remember, you get what you pay for. So keep that in mind. If you're trying to put this book out on a budget and skip some corners, remember, your book is going to be a reflection of that you skip some corners. So yeah, invest in yourself. If you have to, I know someone who took out a small business loan to put out their first book, because that's how important it was to them. Everybody walks a different journey. So what that person did by taking out a small business loan worked for them. I can't advise you to take out a small business loan if you got a credit score of 350. The fuck? Come on. Really? So again, you have to save up because you don't have the credit. But I'm not saying that to put you down. It's saying that invest in you. So if you have to put $100 away every month for for 2018, so be it. At December, you'll have $1,200 and you'll be $1,200 closer to achieving your dream. You know what I mean? So I feel like, it's out there. The information is there, but a lot of times we get lazy and we don't want to research it. And when people come to me and ask me questions, I don't have a problem telling them. What I have a problem is that you didn't do the research. What is an ISBN? You don't want to Google that, but you want to hit me up in my inbox and ask me. I'm going to feel some kind of way. No, you're not going to ask me what an ISBN. You're not going to ask me where do I get a copyright from. But speaking of copyright, protect yourself. Just like men protect themselves before they have sex. Well, they should be. That's a whole nother Facebook Live. But just like you protect yourself in those instances, you have to protect your work. When you type the N on that manuscript in your Microsoft Word, please do yourself a favor and log on to www.copyright.gov. www.copyright.gov. Please protect yourself. Stop screaming somebody stole your work. If you protected yourself, guess what? They got lawyers for that, boo-boo, and they'll handle all of that for you. So please protect yourself and stop believing that whole, I call it urban legend. Oh, I'm going to print it out. I'm going to mail it to myself and never open it. Cut it out. Why do that? Why print out 350 pages of paper to put in an envelope to mail to yourself when all you have to do is spend $35 on www.copyright.gov and copyright yourself? It's the birth certificate for your book. You don't have to put it nowhere else but in a file with the rest of your information. So come on, y'all. Let's get it's just unbelievable to me. But in this day and age that in 2018, people don't protect their books. They don't copyright their books. They don't invest in anything, but they want to be taken seriously. But they show up believe in me. How can I believe in you when you're not believing in you? So thank you. I just need you to invest in yourself and just take this serious, because at the end of the day, books are a business. Say it with me, boys and girls. Books are a business. So, it is what it is. Oh my goodness. So if you can't get anything else out of this, remember this: copyright, editor, invest, research. That's what I want you guys to do. Copyright, invest, research, editor. Again, if you need quality editors, you don't know who to use, contact me. Please, contact me. Please, you need an editor. If you don't know where to start and you live in the tri-state area, please come to my self-publishing workshop on March 10th at Thrive Academy. It's on Facebook right now. You can register. So I know I'm giving a lot of information and some of it might be overwhelming, but these are my literary jewels. This is my Facebook Live, and I just appreciate you guys tuning in. But remember, it's a business. It is definitely a business. And also too, I want to leave you with this: don't compare your success to those of the other people around you. What they're doing and what's coming to them is for them, just like the blessings that are for you are going to be for you. Because a lot of times you get caught up with, oh, such and such is an Amazon bestseller, such and such got a book deal. That's their journey. That's what they're doing. Just worry about you. I can't worry about nobody else because I'm so busy in Kisha Green lane. I can't see anything else but that. So don't get discouraged when those things, it happens for them. Everything happens with time. And those book deals that those authors are getting, congratulate them. It's a wonderful thing. If your dream is to be signed with a major, guess what your first step is to do? Get a literary agent. Let me touch on that real quick. Get a literary agent. And if you don't know what a literary agent is, research it. But the literary agent will work as the middleman between you and the major publisher. The majors, I'm talking like Simon & Schuster, Random House, Kensington, the majors. So if you want to be with the majors, you have to start there. You have to get an agent. But before that, when you present your book to the agent, that book has to be well polished. Again, going back to my original statement, you need an editor. How can the agent shop your book around if it's poorly written and it's just a bunch of garbage? Because again, everybody believes that they can write a book because guess what? Every day we see on social media, somebody is writing a book. So again, put a polished book, get an editor, make sure what you're putting out there is the best that it can be so that people will take it seriously. And the chances of you getting picked up could be more favorable, to you than them passing on it because, oh, the book I had a bunch of errors. I couldn't get through the first chapter, this, that, and the third. So yes, pay for an editor. I don't care what editor you use. Just make sure it's a quality one. And again, your cousin who is taking some English courses in college is not an editor. Your best friend is not an editor. Hell, your Facebook friend that you talk to every day who, gives you critiques on your writing is not an editor. An editor is an editor. So if you need some resources of who an editor is, definitely hit me up. You need a consult? Please, let's talk. Books are a business. www.KishaGreen.com and we can make it happen. But I'm long-winded. I don't want to keep you on here. I've been on here too long. But again, thank you so much. And remember this, books are a business. Have a great day and have a good weekend. Later. Bye.